Today, we've got a matchup in the world of Bitcoin treasuries. In the red corner, Strategy, better known as MicroStrategy, ticker MSTR, the pioneer, the veteran, stacking since 2020 under Michael Saylor. In the blue corner, the smarter web company, ticker SWC, a UK-based firm that pivoted out of web design just months ago and is already stepping into the ring as one of the fastest-growing corporate Bitcoin holders on the planet, led by Andrew Webley. Both are chasing the same prize, build the biggest corporate Bitcoin war chest, but their style, their risk, and their outlook couldn't be more different. As of August 20th, Strategy holds 629,376 Bitcoin at $114,000 per coin. That's more than $70 billion. It's nearly 3% of the circulating supply. They've been stacking relentlessly since August 2020. No target, just an open-ended mission to keep buying. SWC is lighter on its feet, but fast. Since its pivot, they've built a stack of 2,395 Bitcoin. Small compared to MSTR, but striking growth given their short runway. For valuation, stripping it down to Bitcoin MNAV, Strategy currently sits at a 1.55x MNAV. The market pays a steady premium for scale and execution. At today's price, around $340 per share, that reflects both respect for the balance sheet and execution, but some caution on the debt. SWC sits at a 2.25x MNAV, a richer multiple, reflecting speculative growth and momentum. At £1.65 a share, the market is already giving them credit for speed and story, well beyond their current stack. Bottom line, MSTR fights with weight and reach. The proven heavyweight. SWC comes in lighter but quicker, trading at a richer multiple because the crowd is betting on speed. Strategy fights with heavy punches. In the early rounds, it was convertible debt. Today, they lean on preferreds STRF, STRC, STRK, and STRD, each designed to funnel institutional capital straight into their treasury. And then there's the jab they never stop throwing, the ATM. Their at-the-market program lets them issue shares whenever conditions are right, pulling in billions with precision. It's flexible, it's opportunistic, and it keeps the stack growing through any market cycle. Smarter Web's arsenal is simpler. Equity placements, their smarter convert, and an ATM of their own. Add in a small legacy business, and you've got a stripped-down, straightforward model. No leverage, but fewer options. MSTR trades on NASDAQ, the main stage. Deep liquidity, global reach, and ongoing chatter about S&P 500 inclusion. Institutions can step in with size, making it the natural home for big Bitcoin capital. SWC, by contrast, is fighting out of a smaller arena, the London Acquis Exchange. Volumes are light, visibility limited. On paper, that's a ceiling. But here's the twist. Despite the venue, SWC is already pulling attention well beyond its weight class. They've built a loyal following on X. Daily OTC trading in the US under ticker TSWCF is quietly rising, and retail traders track every RNS like it's fight night. And the upside, if they uplist to the London Stock Exchange or make a move into a bigger US market, it's a step change. Suddenly, the challenger isn't just fighting in the undercard, they're walking into the main arena with real institutional eyes on them. Until then, every stack they add is proof they can grow even without the spotlight. Strategy has Saylor, the showman, a heavyweight presence with a global megaphone. He's turned MSTR into more than a stock. It's a symbol of corporate Bitcoin adoption. But when you fight in the spotlight, every move gets scrutinized. This week's rule change on their issuance program drew split reactions. Some criticizing it as a change to the goalposts, others hailing it as a natural evolution of his playbook. Smarter Web has Webley, a very different kind of fighter, less flash, more discipline. He's built his following on transparency and sheer work rate, breaking down every raise and every buy in plain terms. That approach has earned him real respect. The crowd calls Smarter Web Britain's fastest horse, and his 7 a.m. club shows up every morning to cheer the next punch. It's maximum energy, driven by a leader who trains hard, fights clean, and wins trust round after round. Strategy is the veteran, proven survivor of multiple Bitcoin crashes, seasoned, battle-tested, and still standing. Smarter Web is the challenger, no scars yet, but lightning fast, lean structure, no debt drag, and quick to adapt. Here's how the scorecards could look with Bitcoin at $150,000 if the accumulation story continues. Strategy could feasibly tick up to 650,000 Bitcoin, a treasury worth nearly $97 billion. That puts the share price around $650. The heavyweight stacking points with size and endurance. Smarter Web can likewise stack towards 6,300 Bitcoin, worth about $945 million. With its 2.25x premium, that lands near £6 per share. The challenger winning rounds with speed, precision, and crowd energy. How about an extra round if Bitcoin rips to $200,000? MSTR stretches past $130 billion in treasury value, pushing shares toward $900. Relentless, methodical power. SWC's stack clears $1.25 billion, with shares in the £8 to £9 range. Add a London Stock Exchange uplist and surging retail hype, and that's a knockout punch toward £12. But it all comes down to execution. If they can't keep stacking, the fight tilts. If they can, both land heavy blows, just in very different styles. MSTR is the seasoned heavyweight, carrying the biggest stack in the game, trading on the brightest stage, and backed by years of proven tactics. It's the fighter who knows how to go the distance, weather every round, and still land punches when it matters. SWC is the hungry challenger, smaller today, but slick, transparent, and punching above its weight. With speed, agility, and a fan base in its corner, it's building momentum the crowd can't ignore. If Bitcoin continues to grind upwards, both contenders are primed to win. The difference is style. MSTR grinds you down with scale and endurance, while SWC looks for that explosive shot that can change the fight in an instant. If they can keep stacking, 650,000 Bitcoin for MSTR, 6,300 Bitcoin for SWC, then both walk out of 2025 with their hands raised. The question for investors is simple. Do you want the steady champion, the high-velocity contender, or a split ticket backing both corners? As for me, by year-end, my ISA is swinging with SWC for the knockout upside, while my pension keeps both fighters in the ring. At the end of the day, both are building the same machine, a corporate Bitcoin horde. If Bitcoin runs, they both win. Different styles, same endgame. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment. Are you Team MSTR or Team SWC? Like, share, and subscribe. Quick reminder, not financial advice, just financial entertainment. I'll see you in the next one.